Oh my goodness! 9 months ago, I was sitting here in the sacred grove at Crestbrook Dale, announcing that I was about to write the book Liberation, and here we are. It's now the autumn, it's pouring with rain, and yesterday the book was finally born. So I have got it. Let me just, I brought it in a plastic bag because I did have a feeling that it would be pouring with rain, and my tripod is just broken, so I'm having to do this with one hand. Hold on a second. So here we are, Liberation, the final edition, and you can see that it has two covers. There's the spine, and this is the other cover, so it can be read from both ends. So in that sense, it's actually quite a kind of schizophrenic book. But basically, you either kind of find yourself in that place of manifestation of the world that you do want, and all of the joy and the love and the happiness and the laughter and the abundance and the flow, or you find yourself plunged into this world of very much the false matrix, deep into the labyrinth. And I explain in the book that the false matrix is deliberately set up that way. It's deliberately designed to bring you down into a low vibration, into dissonance. And so sometimes we are plunged into the darkness of despair, that black and white world, that Masonic world of black and white, guilty, not guilty, good, bad, right, wrong, that world of judgment and the 3D matrix. So very much this is a handbook on, if you find yourself plunged deep into the matrix, how to find your way back to that heavenly place. So this side of the book starts in heaven, and this side of the book starts in hell. So it's been a very interesting journey to write this. The book was actually downloaded as a kind of thought block after a medicine journey at Sipapu deep in the jungles of Peru, Davina and Nizami's retreat center. And I woke up after the second night ceremony, literally with this thought block, and I was given the exact, the title, the design, the book cover. Getting it up the right way up, I'm getting confused here. I was given the whole of this design and the concept. And the other thing to mention is it's created to exact sacred geometry. So it's 1.618, well, within printing margins, but it's pretty much 1.618, the golden mean ratio. So I actually had it published to the golden mean ratio, both the text and the cover. So it's designed very specifically to be a medicine object. Now, there are only 1,008 copies of this limited edition, and it's signed and numbered. So, and lots were pre-ordered when I announced it back in February. And I noticed that as I was walking Crestbrook today, and I was just on the Zoom with Lucidia and Raphael singing mantras in the rain, noticing all these PayPal receipts coming in. So I'm flying to Las Vegas on Thursday. I will attempt to dispatch everyone's copy before I fly. That's going to be a monumental task, because I'm going to send them recorded delivery so they don't get lost. Because, as I say, it is a limited edition. So if you'd like a copy, then if you go to source.tv/liberation, that's where they're on sale. It was published through Source. So there is the Source logo on the spine. And our gratitude to Charlie Tayard, actually, who translated the vision into this beautiful artwork. It's very vibrant, and the contrast between the two sides is a beautiful contrast. And this is kind of where we're at, folks. It's like we have these choices. Do we stay in the false matrix of pain and suffering and hell realm of war and jabs and horror and the shit show that is unfolding daily and all this legislation? Or do we opt out? And do we start to vision the world we do want? And a lot of this book was influenced by my journey with Joel Gazdar earlier this year, the 88 Activate program, and Neville Goddard. There's a whole chapter on imagination, Magi Nation. So literally how we give birth to the reality that we do want. We literally have the power to vision our future into reality. And that is why, and the powers that shouldn't be, who are behind the false matrix, they know the metaphysical laws of the universe. That's why they keep our focus glued onto things that we don't want. They keep us, come on, look at the dissonance, look at the chaos, look at the war, be outraged, be fearful, be frightened. They don't want us to focus on, they want to distract us at all costs, because they know how powerful visioning, intention and imagination is. So the book fully explains this. I'm going to put it away because it's going to get wet. Hold on. Oh my goodness. And the final thing to say about this book, that the penny didn't drop about this until I watched a Pam Gregory video. But it's very interesting because my second Saturn return, so I'm 58 and I will be 60 next year in the year of the Wood Dragon. I'm a 1964 Wood Dragon. So very much this year is my year of healing and hibernation, and it's been a very cathartic year. And it's been the year of my second Saturn return, because my Saturn is at 29 of Aquarius. And so that came at about March, which is about the time when I started actually writing the very first chapter. It's not the first chapter in the book, but it's the first chapter that I started writing, and it's entitled Procrastination. And it's that difficulty that we have to actually get started and to complete creative projects. So I write in the book about procrastination. But I realized now that I was going through my Saturn return. And at about that time, I signed up to Joel Gazdar's 88 Activate program, which was a highly disciplined program about daily kind of, we had a daily kind of work tasks and 16/8 fasting and cutting out lots of stuff from my diet and colon cleansing. It was a very, very strict regime. And I realized now it was very much Saturn return. And then I believed that I'd finished writing the book in June. But the publisher came back and said, you need to write more content because of the way the book's bound. It had to be written to exactly multiples of 12. So I decided to make each end 144 pages. So I had to write extra content. I had to dig deep. I had to dig even deeper. And of course, what happened in June, Saturn retrograded, and it retrograded back to 0 degrees of Pisces, almost touching the 29 Aquarius, almost. But then on the 4th of November, last Saturday, it turned direct and it moved away. So I've had almost a double Saturn return this year. That's why this book, I've had to dig deep. I've had to live the content since I downloaded it in February 2020 after that medicine ceremony. Because if I think back to when I flew back from Peru, literally people were just starting to wear masks in the airports. We then went into lockdowns and, all hell broke loose. And that was when I filmed that first video, Rachel Speaks Out, and everything that's unfolded since becoming an outspoken speaker in this, speaking truth in a world of lies, and creating the People Speak Out, manifesting Crestbrook Dale, where I'm sitting, this most amazing, incredible piece of land. And I write in the book about the story of the magical manifestation, the intention setting that went into that, and then the subsequent magic of lifting all of the charges on this land, because we bought it in installments. We had another £400,000 to pay. So I write in the book about how we magically managed to lift those £400,000 worth of charges and acquire 20 acres more land. It was quite stunning. So the universe, we definitely have the support of the universe. I definitely believe that. And we have done so much sacred work here at Crestbrook Dale to honour the land over the time that we have been the custodians since June 2022. So I love to come here. I love to make videos here. The chi is pristine here in Crestbrook Dale. And even no matter what the weather, we've experienced it through all the seasons, whether it's a beautiful blue sky, sunshiny spring day with the leaves in full bloom, or an autumn rainy day like this, or when all the leaves are bare and it's snowing and it's a mud bath. All of the seasons are magical. So I'm sending you so much love and gratitude, and thank you to everyone who has supported the creation of Liberation, the writing of it, because I put it out for pre-order, and it always helps to have pre-orders, because a bit like when you get a royalty advance from a publisher, it gives you an absolute focus to complete a project. So I'm so grateful to everyone who pre-ordered, and everyone who has assisted in the project. So sending you so much love from a very rainy Crestbrook Dale. Bye for now.